is 529 Day.
Yeah.
And so for people that don't know what a 529 is, why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. 529 plan is an education plan that's usually owned by the parent, right? Usually owned by the parent for the benefit of a child, right? And you can put in a lot of money. You really can put in really up to a couple $100,000 in there if you wanted to.
Wow.
But it's a great way to save for education. Now, it used to be you couldn't get a tax deduction, so some people should check that out. In Minnesota now, there is, based on your income levels, you could get a deduction for actually putting money in a 529 plan, but it grows tax deferred. And when you use it for qualified education planning purposes, you get the money, you can pay the tuition tax free. So it kind of feels like the Roth. You know how we kind of talked about the Roth a little bit? It feels like that, but it's a great tool to save for education for your kids.
So is it limited to like universities? Could you use it for like a trade school, for example?
Yeah, as long as the school is accredited.
Okay.
I think there was that movie where they made a fake school.
Yes, they
Yes,
did.
they did.
What movie was that?
Accepted.
So if accepted needs their tuition payment, that might get a little weird, but no, as long as it's an accredited school or trade school, you can definitely use the funds for that. And now they've actually expanded it too. In 2020, they actually expanded to where you can use it through K through 12. So if your child's at a private school or in
a tuition-based school.
Yeah.
There you go. They can use it for that.
Okay.
So it's became really pretty cool. And then there is a little get out. So now let's imagine you have your child and they end up being this great athlete and you're like, oh, I just saved all this money and you got a scholarship. Mm-hmm. Well, now you can take back those funds equal to the scholarship back to you. And now name your boat, my kid runs track really well. Or whatever it may be, right?
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
And so you said you kind of referenced tuition, but I think, or from my small amount of research, it can be used for books. It can be used for like those kind of expenses as well.
Like education-based expenses.
Right.
Education-based expenses, absolutely. You searching or finding a service to help you find a college. I mean, it's really, as you can tie it back to the college, you can use those funds to pay for those things.
For that higher education.
Higher education needs. And now K through 12.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty versatile product.
It became one. It really has.
Okay.
Yeah.